I am Kim Tracy with the Maxwell James Speaker Agency. We are here with Dr. T.C. North, and we are concluding the 6 steps to mastering fear, which you can find in his Amazon bestseller, Fearless Leaders. Thank you so much for doing this with us, TC. Could you please remind us of the big 4 and the 5 steps that we've been discussing?
Yes. So the big 4 fears: fear of failure, fear of success, fear of rejection, and fear of selling. And then the 6-step process of mastering fear is, and we'll be doing step 6 today. The first 5 are the mastering process, and then 6 is the positive refocus. So the first 5 of mastering fear were identify your fears. Second is embrace your fears, because you don't want to run from your fear, because then you got fear of fear, which is feeding fear with fear, very destructive. Third is disidentify with your fear, which means fear is not you. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your fears are something you've created as you have gone through your life, through history, but you're not born with them other than the innate fears, which are like spiders, snakes, and heights. Everything else we've created in our minds, so we can change them. That's the good news. And then the 4th step was, I lost track of where I was. Worst case scenario. Thank you. And the 5th step was the probability of that worst case scenario happening and how to work with that probability to lower the probability if it's too high. And that completed the part of the 6 steps, which is around mastering the fear. And the whole point of mastering fear then is so then you can refocus with fear out of the way, or fear at a low enough level that you can move forward on what's important to you. And that takes us to the 6th step, which is to have a fearless focus. And it's a positive step. So what goals, what achievements, what in your life was that fear getting in the way of? And now let's create a positive image of that and see and hear and feel this being successful at achieving that, attaining that, having that, whatever that is that the fear was getting in the way of. And now creating movement, positive movement towards that. And I want to remind everybody that this doesn't mean you're totally without fear again. It's the combination of, you have fear, which is energy. So I have a little printout here. Fear is energy.
It's just energy. Okay? Yep, looks great.
Just energy. And notice that it's the same energy. Excitement and fear is the same energy. Excitement is the positive pole, and fear is the negative pole of the same energy. So you don't have to be afraid of the fear. What you want to do is mobilize it to become more positive if you can. And, quite a while back, we did work on peak performance. And here's how this all ties in, Kim, is here's our peak performance graph again.
Yep, looks good.
And you see that, the excitement is at one end, it's the positive pole, and fear is at the negative pole here. And so that's how it's the same energy in the flow state where you're at your best. That peak performance state is actually a combination of the two. So you don't have to be afraid of fear. Fear can serve you. It's just energy. It's like atomic energy. Atomic energy can be used to light our homes. It can be used to blow up people. It's just energy. So your fear is just energy. So how you use it is your choice. Does that all make sense?
It does.
Okay. So in conclusion of this 6 steps of mastering fear series, it's real important to learn to identify your fears. And please, if you've tuned in, to the later segments, go back, because you have to start there, because so many people are not aware of how fear is driving them. So that's an important first step. And then to embrace your fear rather than run from it, and then recognize that it's not you, and step out of it and get it outside of you to deal with, to look at. And then, identify the worst case scenario and the probability of that happening, and work with those two. And that's a very powerful combination. And then what's most important, focus on what you want with your fear out of the way and get a clear path to that. Mobilize the fear energy, mobilize the excitement, and go get what you want.
That is absolutely fantastic. Again, for the viewers, the book is called Fearless Leaders. Thank you so much, TC, for doing this great series with me.
Oh, thank you so much for doing this with me, Kim. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. If you would like to bring TC North in for a keynote, workshop, or seminar, please contact me, Kim Tracy, through maxwelljames.net. Thank you again.
Thank you.